Hello, 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 and I'm Rangru, and I'm here today with Firestarter with another Raw game, Private Purgatory. Once again, if you want your replay submitted to Private Purgatory, please check the link in the description below if you want to be featured on this prestige of a series. And anyway, we're on a 1v1 on Highway to Shior with Bumbarush and the Orange Guy.
Yeah, and it looks like the orange guy is playing either Blue Dragons or South Korea, I believe. But we'll see once he deploys some more units. And Bombaclot is playing Eurocore. It looks like because he's got the Tigers, the Panthers, 2 CV start as you do
Yeah.
on this map, and the FOB.
I remember like when I last properly played the game, like intentionally, like the Eurocore helicopter rush was actually pretty good and was starting to overtake the Commonwealth Links run. Is that still the same? Where you do like helicopter rush with Panthers and whatnot?
Well, Panthers are very common
Mm-hmm.
because they are very good fire support helos, but the Lynx AH7 is still very much used. So in Blue 4 decks, you see both being used actually
Okay.
for extra cheese. Very annoying to fight against, especially in Blue 4 motorized.
Yeah. Because I remember you just unload the javelins or red eyes or whatever in your spawn to stop enemy heli rushes, and then you'd heli rush with your empty transport helicopters because those rockets were bloody amazing.
Yeah, but I believe the that transport and infantry combination has since been removed because it was a
Yes.
bit ridiculous.
Yes.
Now people take the Milan one with the Lynx AH7
Oh, okay.
for the same type of cheese.
They
But
always find a way.
yeah, Bumbaclot's starting very helo heavy. It's got what is this? Four Panthers and a Tiger and a Tiger Hap.
Yeah. This is why I wanted to mention it, because it definitely seemed like he was gearing up for some sort of ridiculous helicopter rush. Because, yeah, the Tigers are actually pretty good early on, because they are nice and fast.
And they have the stealth, so unless
Yeah.
you can detect them early, then you spot them when it's basically too late.
Yeah. And then looking at the orange guy, he does have a bit of AA. He's got closed arrows, some...
Yeah, a more normal
yeah.
deployment, we
Oh,
can
yeah,
call it.
not much. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, he has
Ninja,
a
at least.
Kumaru Shiki though, starting.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to try and do what we've seen last time, which is rushing down the center. I doubt it, but it'd be quite funny nonetheless.
Well, this replay made it through the curation, so there's probably
It's
a
gotta be good.
reason why. Yeah, exactly.
It's private purgatory for a reason, but yeah, we're seeing the helicopters rushing off the start, and yeah, the rest of the stuff is not being moved yet in the center.
Yeah, he's a bit slow
Bombaclat.
with the micros. Looks like
Yeah.
he's commanding a CV, but there we finally go. The ground forces for Bumbaclot are moving down the highway. It looks like he wants the early land grab in these towns between Delta and Echo, which can always be beneficial if you can grab them in the early game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Just
the Ninja is a very good buy for Orange Guy because he can basically spot the Tigers. And even though one Ninja is not enough to deal with them, at least he knows what he has coming his way.
yeah. I definitely feel like if you're playing like Japanese or Blue Dragons, it's you always want to start off with the Ninja because it's such a useful unit in terms of just being able to spot stuff. And if you do, shoot down a helicopter or two, it's even better.
Exactly, especially since it has good stealth and a very small size.
Yeah.
So it's very sneaky. The name is very fitting.
Mm-hmm. There we go. It's not going to be a crazy real helicopter rush. He's just going to be nabbing the towns.
Wait. Hold on. Why is the Echo Panther carrying a CV?
Uh,
Okay. Oh, but look what happened. The Foxtrot CV for Orange Guy
oh!
was killed by the Tigers
How unfortunate.
right off the bat. Orange Guy has lost his second spawn.
That's very, very
Oh, but
unfortunate.
the
Oh,
ninja killed the Panther in Echo, which killed the. I can't keep up with the action. It's only been 2 minutes. Come on.
Ninja and Tiger. Tigra's gonna. Tigra does get the kill,
Oh,
beating out the
it does.
Ninja, but some
But
very
that's still
good
worth it for
CVs.
Orange Guy because he killed the Recon Tiger,
Mm-hmm.
and he only lost a ninja for it. But that was hilarious. 2 CVs going down in the first minute of the match. That is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, but it definitely was a better trade for Bumbercott, I feel like, because he did neutralize the Foxtrot
Um,
CV, which will slow. It does slow
yeah,
down reinforcements for a little bit.
yeah, definitely a better position for Bumbleclot.
Yeah,
Because now he can keep up the initiative. It looks like he also has a lot of forces in Charlie, so he might even push golf. Who knows?
yeah. I feel like Bomber's main problem now is that he did spend a lot on aircraft, and they've all kind of hit the ground and not going to get back up. While Orange Guy has a lot of ground forces heading into Delta, including a Karimarashiki, so it's going to be a bit tough, I feel like, for Bomber to try and deal with at this immediate time.
Yeah, true. If Orange Guy gets momentum, this can snowball pretty fast because yeah, if you have overwhelming forces in Delta and you grab this town between Bravo and Delta, then pushing Bravo is a definite possibility.
Yeah, and
And as you said, Bombaclot a bit late with the response. He's not really calling out ground units that much. He doesn't have that good of a position in terms of ground map control.
no, he doesn't. I mean, he is finally getting some reinforcements heading to Bravo. I'll need some recon and some AMX-10s, which won't be a whole lot. I mean, he does need a recon to try and spot the stuff, which will eventually be charged in his positions. But oh look, he still has two Panthers full of rockets, and he's hooking round the southern flank.
Oh, he's probably trying to lock the spawn, but there is a
Yeah,
ninja going that way. Looks like the orange guy is not sleeping. He's paying attention to what's been going on.
yeah,
Foxtrot is finally secured for the orange guy, so it's not in that bad of a spot. I would definitely sway it towards orange guy for the time being.
yeah. He just has such good momentum in the central position, which I feel will really give him a good spot. Mats continues to develop because it's war game. You really need to, oh, pardon me, you really need to hold the center of this map because it has all the CVs, and the CVs gets you the victory.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, so these Panthers in Foxtrot looks like they're not going to do much. The Ninja intercepts them, and the KAVs, yeah, they didn't even fire their missiles. So that
No,
was a bit of a waste. That could have been nice, but Orange guy reading that perfectly, intercepted that. But now the major clash is happening in Delta. We have the Kumarishiki, the APCs, and infantry support fighting against AMX-10s. This Rima is getting chewed up in the town. So definitely looks like Orange guy is in a better spot for the time being here in the middle.
yeah, yeah. That Kyrie is just so bloody powerful, and I mean, Bumba really has no good ATG. Oh, he has an ATGM Milan F3 coming in, which can prove to be a bit of a headache for that Kyrie, as it does have, yeah, 26 AP, which is pretty good, but still, you can, still survive a shot and get away. It is only an ATGM.
Yeah, exactly. But the Milan has a nasty habit of missing almost every shot.
Yeah, it's
So
50-50, you have to flip a coin.
basically, and Kumaru basically just mopping everything up here in Delta. The only thing Bomba has left is two para squads and a Milan F3, which is not enough to stop this. He
Yeah,
did call in a Leclerc, but it's going to take some time to get to the front line. In the meantime, Bomba has been doing a good job pushing into golf, actually.
yeah, it's just a nice little, mechanized push here, some infantry and APCs. That has definitely proven to be quite nice, but here comes a K1, and that K1 is a pretty cool tank.
Yeah, could definitely stop it, especially considering that Bomba doesn't have high AT infantry here, and the Martyr is not enough to deal with it either,
Nope.
especially considering he's just throwing it away like this.
Yeah,
Oh, the K1 missed two shots on it even.
pretty pathetic here on the K1 side, but third time
Very
is
pathetic.
a charm.
And he does kill the Martyr finally.
Yeah,
The Chumat will go down in golf though, so that's still a significant pick up there because Bomba can now abuse that top side with AMX and just try and be sneaking around that part of the map.
yeah,
But he should definitely be worrying about this town that he's about to lose in Delta. Could
yeah.
spiral out of control very fast.
Yeah, because from that town you can just start to put some pretty easy pressure and head uphill into Bravo. I did like how Bumbercott did decide to get some CV defenses with some just regional mark runs, and a Tigra which he probably still hasn't realised that has been refueled. But at least he's hedging his bets a little bit by getting some CV defense, so he definitely needs the frontline units right now. I think it's going to really, you know, it's all really going to come down to out the clock.
Absolutely, that will be the pivotal unit here in this battle.
Yeah.
He is picking off the Sachongsus, which is good, but very good smoke use by Orange guy here.
Yeah.
You can tell he's a competent player. He's taking care of his units. He's microing well. He's reading the situation perfectly. He's buying counters where he needs to. And yeah, he's also responding to the top incursion pretty well. He's bought some more infantry there to try and haul off this assault as long as possible.
Yeah.
Even try to retake it.
Yeah, both sides have been making like pretty good plays. Like it was definitely a very hectic opener, but things have definitely started to calm down just a little bit. But Leclerc is making a very dangerous maneuver here, trying to outflank. But the Cairo is and he's
he's shooting on the closed arrow. That's side armor.
Oh,
Gets popped easily there.
that was not a good play.
Not at all.
No.
But that's what we expect here in Private Purgatory.
Yeah, and that's just gonna open up the floodgates here for Orange Guy to try to attack. The Milan getting shot up to bits and pieces. Orange Guy could probably use a bit more infantry to lead this charge, but he still has a very good forces. He still has the Kari Marashiki. It's very low in fuel.
Exactly.
Which is the constant Japanese problem. I mean, it is a very small island and it's a defense force. You don't exactly need long range.
You don't need a force projection.
No.
Yeah.
Forces will maybe come to you.
In the meantime, the ninja is sneaking down the bottom half of the map, trying to get some valuable information on what Bumbarush is buying.
Yeah.
Looks like he's moving it up. Maybe he wants to spot a CV with it. Who knows?
Yeah, it'd be definitely a good play. Even if you just rush up and try to spot the Bravo CV. Though, of course, it is risky because there could be anything in there. Fortunately, as we know, there's not really much nearby. It's a Flag Panzer near Echo, but he's a little bit far away.
He is, and this is very lucky for Orange Guy that nothing spawned into Bravo there while the ninja was flying on top of the spawn, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in a lucky spot. Meantime, Orange Guy has cleaned up Golf, so he looks like he's stabilizing his side. Now Bumbarush is in a very tough spot. He needs to wiggle his way out of this. I'm very curious to see what he does to do so.
Yeah, he's really been like pretty much on the back foot of momentum since the start of the game, it seems. And Orange Guy still has a very good central strike force in Delta, which he can use to just, keep up that pressure and keep on attacking. Your Bomber still has a bit of a defense in Bravo. He's thrown in just enough units to slow down any advance.
Yeah, he's definitely stalling, buying time, but this is also the psychological factor of Wargame. Orange Guy anticipates more than there actually is, so he's very reluctant to push. And we have the two double 4-stack of AMX-10 bought for the highway, so I think we know where this is going.
Yeah, this match is getting a little
Tiger.
bit boring. And I'm happy that they decided to spice things up a bit by doing a classic highway rush with the classic unit.
If it made the episode, there's probably a reason why. It probably wasn't just because of that opener, I assume.
No, I'm happy there's more to this because that is an insane gambit. So that's a lot of points really to spend on a potential CV snipe all around the hotel. But looking at the highway path, there's really not much situated yet. The JSTF Rangers and the Huey will probably spot it, but not
Depends
really.
where they go, though.
Oh, yeah. They could...
If they get positioned at the triangle forest, but at the tip of it that's facing towards the bottom of the map, they won't see anything. But keep in mind, Bamba also bought a Tiger. And that is stealthy, so anything can happen here. The Ninja, I don't think it has vision on this Bravo CV, does it?
Well,
no,
the
it
Bravo
doesn't.
CV... Yeah, no.
Bravo CV is not even in the building, by the way.
Oh, he's behind the building. That's probably why he's not spotted. No, wouldn't he... Oh yeah, because I thought it'd be like flashing if he was inside the building, the icon. But because he's outside, you're not in any concealment, so you wouldn't have any...
Exactly.
Like notification, which is still a very weird mechanic. Like it's such an important mechanic to know at if you're in concealment and your icon isn't slowly flashing, your dude is actually spotted.
Yeah.
They have the
kind of gives away some sneaky recon play sometimes, though.
Yeah.
But I believe that Orange Guy is soon about... Oh, he's not actually. These Rangers don't have vision down the highway. They're not in the spot where they need to be. Oh, no.
Convoy!
Oh, Orange Guy has no idea.
Convoy!
Orange Guy has no idea. But look at this psychological warfare. There's
Yeah.
only two Rima squads between an overwhelming force of
Oh,
mechanized units, tanks, APCs, everything, and the Bravo CV.
oh.
Literally just two
The
squads.
supply truck is gonna get spotted. I
Oh,
think
it
this.
might get captured.
Yeah.
Oh, the supply truck might actually be the. Oh, but see, the thing with supply units is it doesn't actually have optics. It only has bad optics. So it doesn't.
Oh.
Oh, he spots the MXs now.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
And
Gets flipped.
the supply truck got captured. So Orange guy just got prompted that something is going on.
Hopefully he did pick it up, because there's only like a second or two to really notice. I mean, you
Yeah,
should notice that the
absolutely.
cargo's gone, but it doesn't seem. No, he's moving his hatch and shikis in response, but it's only two hatches and there's 8 AMXs. So of course with the spawn, he's bringing in a Cobra, so this could go pretty dicey for his AMXs.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, the closed arrow picked off a plane for Bumbleclot. He might lose the KWS, but no, it missed 3 shots on it. KWS might actually pick up this Cobra, which will be huge. If this Cobra goes down, nothing is really going to stand in the way of these AMXs in Hotel.
Oh,
He missed the shot. Oh, that's not good. Took some spag fire, but is only worried, so that's okay.
yeah. It's only a minigun, it can't do too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that ninja is still lying around Bravo there, so
Yeah. Tigre's
could be
gonna come
useful.
in. And there we go. F4 comes in,
Cobra.
Cobra's still alive.
The thing with the AMX is it doesn't have a stabilizer, so he needs to stop it. But
Yeah.
there's no more units being bought for Hotel. The KVs is probably a wrong call. He should have just bought a K1 here, maybe?
Yeah, he just needs a
Actually,
tank.
nah, he would have lost it anyways. I'm
Well,
not sure what he could have bought. He probably should have just bought more Cobras, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna end by... Yeah, he does buy another Cobra.
There we go, he splits him up, he just really needs to try and hunt down the CV.
It is spotted, so we'll go down here. But he's shooting at the wrong thing. He's just
Yeah.
shooting at infantry. He needs to kill the CV ASAP.
There
And
we
his limit-
go.
Oh, finally. There we go.
There we go.
Kills
Yeah.
the Hotel CV. That's very good for Bumbleclot. Suddenly, he is not looking too shabby still. And you can see how this has an effect on the orange guy, because he's no longer microing anything in Delta.
No, no.
And
Yeah.
this is the mistake that a lot of players make when they're faced with a rush like this. They get too caught off in that one-dimensional mentality where they're just trying to defend their base here. But the appropriate response to this AMX incursion is to just take all your forces and move them into Bravo.
Because you have to... I fall into his problem too, is that you kind of have to put 2 and 2 together of inferring that, oh, he spent a lot of points trying to rush me. That means he probably doesn't have many points to defend in other sectors. You need to try and push it, but... Yeah, the Fog of War has been a huge savior for Bumberclot here, because that one Rima squad must be like a, goddamn pack of bulldogs with how they're holding off his entire force.
Exactly.
And we've got some Leopard 1A4s coming in, which is not much, but there we go. Orange guy is starting to maneuver out of Delta, and he should pretty easily get Bravo.
Yeah, there's nothing holding this. These Rima squads are gonna get absolutely destroyed, and these KFVs will spot the CV as soon as they come up the hill, basically, because it's not even cover.
Nope.
Bumbleclot is moving it. However, it's a bit too late. That CV is a goner.
Yeah.
Orange guy, perfect response now. A few seconds late, but better late than never nonetheless. Before these leopards actually reach, so may have been just in time there.
Yeah, and we got... Is that CV gonna go to Bravo, or is he gonna go and try and knock out the enemy base? No.
I don't think Alpha is that wise. Oh, he looks like, yeah, he's just
Yeah.
saying, I don't need Bravo, I'm going straight for Alpha. Oh, but no, it looks like he's unloading.
sticking
Yeah.
around.
That's a smart choice, because the HAP could have killed that easily.
Yeah. And you definitely don't want to overextend at this point. Just getting Bravo is good enough already. And he can still, like, recapture Hotel. It's not like Clot's going to get another force yet, and he doesn't even have a CV nearby. So all he can do is just lie in ambush in the Hotel and just try to ambush anything.
This HAP might kill the Bonbu. Will he do? Oh, but the closed arrow is right there. There's only a forest standing in the way. Who will get the shot first? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. That's so close. He could have killed the CV.
So
that
close.
Would have been huge.
And there we go. We got some Kayus hooking down the high array, but the Flag Panzer is to stop him.
True, but he's got a crit on him, but there's so many forces just flowing down this highway.
Oh.
There's KFVs, K1s coming down. Even the mortar is in this convoy. And Bravo goes to orange guys, so well played there, taking the zone.
Yeah, finally managing to capture it. He definitely could have done it earlier, like we said, but better late than never. And I feel like Chris is just going to become another base trade situation, as the KFVs are just knocking it down the highway here. There's Leopard 1A4 and a few regionals, in defense position, and our K1's been brought in now, so that should be enough.
The 1A4s are not going to be enough to deal with the K1.
No, they're pretty pants, I recall. The Leopard 1 models.
They're pretty good against cheap spam like this, KFVs, because they got 10 radar a minute and enough AP to pop these.
Yeah.
So a good fire support unit, but not good for hunting mediums.
Which is, just kind of like the war game matter of you either take like 80-point medium tanks or super heavies. The lighter stuff is no longer as useful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like Bumbaclot could have even killed Foxtrot CV if he just moved his AMXs because there's nothing there, but of course he doesn't know that.
No.
But it would have been funny to see that happen. And he's bought this Tiger that's been hovering over Charlie and hasn't really done anything with it.
Yeah. Every time you keep saying Tiger, I just immediately think of Tiger tanks. It's just the Steel Division thing, but no, it's a French, German.
It's a German recon helicopter with stealth, so it's extra good.
Yeah. You see, the ground Tiger didn't work, so I decided to make it fly.
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good point. But orange guy definitely made the right call here. Just swarming alpha, pincer maneuver. He's coming in from both sides here. Perfect. K1 purchases here, coming in from the bottom part of alpha, unloading infantry, even some hachis there to cut up the reinforcements. Meanwhile, his main assault is also getting resupplied.
Yeah.
He's doing a very good job here. And Bumbaclot bought a Fufu, but I'm not sure what he's planning on doing with it.
Yeah, this is really not looking good for Bumba. He is gonna lose alpha very shortly here. Once that recon infantry unloads, I believe that's to be the spot. And he's got 2 K1s right in position, Leopard 1A4s.
Oh, the CV spotted, no.
Yeah. And there we go. We got our base trade scenario again. But the main thing is that Bumbaclot doesn't have any spawns.
He has only one CV left. And the Tiger is finally being called back in here.
Yeah.
Might do a number, but he's just wasting his missiles on KFVs.
Yeah.
Just definitely not what he should be doing.
Yeah, and now pretty much Orange Guy's game plan is essentially hunt down their Fuchs.
Basically, yeah.
The thing is, though, is that Bumbaclot, he could actually just hook at Fuchs all the way around the northern side of the map and actually get it to a hotel. It'd be a very long drive, and I believe he has enough fuel to do it. Barely, maybe? I think he'd have enough fuel. I hope he has, like, good fuel.
He definitely should. What's the autonomy in that?
800,
yeah,
good. It's
definitely has enough. But at that point, it's going to be too late, because then Orange Guy can just basically even try and retake hotel at that point, because there's only 3 AMXs there.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. And that's what he's doing. He's bringing up a recon infantry. And now he's in a very good position. I mean, just from the look on the map, he has a lot of red dots, but like 6 or 7 blue dots. And I believe you need more dots to win.
Yeah, like it's a numbers game.
Yeah. All Lancaster's law. Yeah,
Orange Guy bought another CV actually, so it looks like he's trying to take Alpha as well, which will give him control of 3 spawns, which is perfect. I feel like Bumbaclot just gave away his initiative here. He could have definitely cheesed a bit harder to win this.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of sending all 8 of his AMXs in hotel, he should have also swung 4 down to Foxtrot to kill 2 CVs at once.
Yeah. Or he could have gone really balls deep and brought a CV of the AMX rush.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, because if you're going to rush the enemy CV like that in that poor of a position that you're already in, with not having good control over the center, in hindsight, you probably want to bring the CV so you can capture hotel and start hitting the enemy from the rear.
This is a very ballsy Fufu.
Yeah, he
He's just going down the highway.
Yeah, Ninja's gonna spot him, and I mean, if I was Orange guy, I would send the entire fleet against him.
It's exactly what might happen, but I don't know if he actually no, he definitely spotted it.
Yeah.
For sure. The ninja was hovering. Pretty sure he can still spot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sees it. He sees it. He sees the foo-foo running down the highway. But if Bumbaclaw manages to get it all the way to a hotel, that would be hilarious.
Yeah. It's all reliant on this one CV.
The whole game hinges on it.
I'm just zoomed in on it right now, just watching it go, because it's the only unit that matters at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Orange guy is already anticipating the movement. He's bought a Cobra and another ninja going towards hotel. So it looks like he's just trying to mop that up.
Yeah.
Looks like he also will. And I think, yeah, Bumbaclaw is definitely looking like he's out of this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He made some interesting moves at the start. He got the initiative, but he quickly threw it away. And he could have come back with that rush, but he didn't really execute it all too well in the end.
No. It was a good try, but there we go. Ninja, I think, is trailing him now, and the K1 is going to stop him at the intersection.
Yeah, I believe this is what they call a checkmate.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah. It's very cinematic. K1's just driving onto the highway here, and
the conclusion to this action movie.
Yeah. Roll credits.
The poor Fufu.
There we go, but yeah, damn, Bumbaclaw didn't do that great in terms of the KD department.
No, a promising opener, which turned into a regular game.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you let your guard down, the cheese comes back to hit you. So.
Yeah.
Quite a roller coaster.
Yeah, I can smell it through the screen, actually. The amount of goddamn cheese. I mean, it wouldn't be a private purgatory at this point if it wasn't a base trade.
Exactly. At this point, we're almost just asking purely for those, but
yes.
It's rare you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Bumbaclaw had a CV in Hotel, this game could have still maybe gone to his favor.
Yeah, he
Who
had
knows?
decent... He didn't have great momentum in that match, but he definitely had a few opportunities where he could have flipped things around, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with, I think that pretty much concludes this game, so we'll see you guys for game number 2. Hello, and we're back for game number 2. We are in a punch bowl. We have Bumbleclaw, once again, seeming to be playing Eurocore, and we have Hisagawa playing some sort of red formation, but I can't tell yet. It seems to be Russia, because there's a K52.
Judging from the BMD 2K and the K52 start, I would assume this is a Soviet Airborne.
Yeah.
Which is a hilarious deck to play. It's one of those decks that's very memey, but also strangely viable. So in the right hands, it's difficult to beat, but in the wrong hands, it's hilarious to watch. So I'm hoping this will be a juicy game.
Mm-hmm. And judging with the opener, he is going for some sort of helicopter rush with the high-class Russian helicopters here. And this is a pretty good map for helicopter rushing. It's a pretty close, run to the enemy spawn. You have a decent amount of area to flank around with your helicopters in the dead spaces of the flanks. We'll just have to see how it goes. And yeah, with like Heinz and Akulas and all the other lovely Russian helicopters, you can do a good job.
Yeah, definitely. The close proximity of the spawns makes helo rushing very, very powerful on this map.
Yep.
However, it's always nice to see a double stack of K-52s and 2 stack of helicopters. It's the worst thing you could do to your helicopter micro, but it wouldn't be private purgatory without bad micro. So.
Well, they are K-52s. You have to use them in 2s.
Yeah, that's
in the
a
name.
Good point.
Yeah.
And it's MI-24, so do you need to use them in stacks of 20 then?
It gets pretty expensive.
I would love to see a 20 stack in this game. That would be something.
Oof, just Rise of the Valkyries just starts playing as all the Russian helicopters.
just one label with 100 helicopters.
Or like
That would
100
be
of the
cool.
Danish reserve troops.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
just a horde. Or no, the North Korean reserve troops, just a massive horde of him just charging your position.
That would be quite the sight to see.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, in this red spawn, we have the worst healer rush ever. Not even starting in the sky.
Oh.
His helicopters were landed. So he's already lost a few seconds of initiative there. And in the blue spawn, an equally stupid opener. We have two Crotals, a Roland, Leopards. They're not even fast moving, by the way. They're only on move command.
Oh,
So
God.
they're not even taking advantage of their road speed. And we have three Celtics, a Tiger, and a Gazelle. So it's almost like Bumbaclot has map hacks and is anticipating this hero rush. And it looks like Usagi right off the bat. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I'm actually crying. This is so stupid.
They all go down. That was so dumb.
What is going on, Firestarter? Help me. Oh. What's he doing? Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
He's gonna get to the enemy's floor. How is he allowed to do this? You can't do this. Oh. Oh my god.
He's moving his forces back.
Is he gonna actually kill
Oh my god, I can't comment. I can't comment literally. My face doesn't work. My muscles are too contracted. Oh my god, what are we looking at, Rang?
I don't. Okay, okay. I've composed myself. Thank you for bearing with that. But as you've seen, the entire helicopter rush just got into
You know what the best part is? That Fufu is on 5 HP because a helicopter landed right next to it. Oh my god.
Yeah, we could bloody see
Oh
it,
my
right? He didn't even shoot it.
I can't. I can't comment. I don't know what to add to that. That is beautiful.
Okay, so
Oh.
so Husagal is gonna have to build up his entire force from scratch now because he lost literally all of his helicopters, and okay, at least Bumblecot has a very good initiative at least because there's literally nothing to stop him. Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry, I still have that initial engagement in my mind. Oh my god. But yeah, Bumbleclot, even with his upper hand here, his forces are moving way too slow because he's moving them through the forest. Not even on fast move. Oh god. At least he's resupplying his Celtics, it looks like. He's repaired his CV. He has been taking at a +2, at least.
Yeah.
So he's got that going.
Yeah, he's got the CV
Look
and
at the
Delta.
purchase. Look at the purchase.
I mean, it's a very good Vanguard move. Just getting a bunch of guys in the front line fast and quickly, you know. I mean, the AMX-10s are just, you know, a classic private purgatory unit when you just need to get to the enemy point. Yeah,
Exactly. When you're down on initiative and you want to get back in the game, just get that 4 stack of AMXs and you're good to go.
That's what the French originally built them for. They were originally just going to rush to Moscow with them by taking a bunch of back roads through Russia, and then they're just gonna like snipe the Kremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snipe the Tsar, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I love how they're coming out one by one, too. So it just makes them easier to kill when they arrive at the enemy base.
Yeah, it's giving the enemy, you know, a little bit of a heads up. Like, hey, we got a bunch more AMXs coming, just to let you know. It's a very polite maneuver.
Yeah. I don't know what to say at this point. It's just... there's no sense of professionalism anymore.
It's just been thrown out the window. Oh, we got AMX 1390s now, which are one of my favorite units in the game.
Yeah, he probably ran out of AMX 10s, so he had to resort to the 13s, which, yeah, as you said, a very good fire support unit.
Yeah, I just absolutely love the unit. I just find it so ridiculous how it can just shoot 6 shots so fast. It's the cowboy of units in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. perfect for sieging towns,
Yeah,
or just cheesing your opponent to death,
yeah.
whichever scenario you end up being in.
Preferably cheating.
Yeah, preferably, so we get games like this, and
Yes.
you almost kill the casters with laughter.
Yes.
I actually have tears rolling down my
Same.
face.
I'm actually like
Oh
very
my god.
like red and hot from that was just the stupidest like crap I've seen all week. It's the
Oh
worst
my god.
helicopter barrels I've seen. Oh
It was lucky that he bought the Celtics.
yes.
Yeah, which just made him beat that basically.
You know he could have like. I was the one thing I wanted to comment before I almost died is that he didn't get like a CV of a helicopter rush. This is what you should do if you're going for an all-out helicopter rush. You can afford having one less hind if you can capture the enemy spawn.
That is true, but I
Yeah.
think it's because his selection of helicopters is very expensive.
Yeah, I
Usually,
mean,
helo rushing is about the numbers, less about the strength of the helos.
yeah, you just like want
So,
one or two KA-50s,
yeah,
KA-52s, and then you just. I mean, with Russia, I guess it's kind of hard because the hips are a bit expensive
exactly.
compared to like the Lynxes and your Panthers and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Or Cobras. Cobras are pretty cheap and fast.
yeah.
The only advantage the Hinds have going for them is the strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now Bumbaclot in a very good spot. He's almost neutralized Alpha here with his incursion. He's got the Leopards and the MXs. There is a VP being spawned, but there is a Celtic there, so it might end up dying depending on. Oh, but the
Oh,
Skrejet kills it
there you go.
instantly. Now there's nothing to stop this VP. It has 4 Kokons. It has 80 rockets, and Gushk is actually pretty potent as well. So he might, yeah, there we go. One AMX goes down. They're VDV 90 into town too. I think, yeah, Hisaki is gonna hold on to Alpha for the time being.
Yeah, and the robots, yeah, just cause I really do love the Russian Airborne BTRs because it's such a fun loadout because you got the scratch sheets with the AA and then you got the robots with the ATGMs.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
yeah, definitely one of the more fun transports to use, but
Soviet Airborne is a very fun deck to play.
yeah.
Anyways, this Conquers in Bravo is actually MVP for Hisagi. It's killed so many units. It sniped a Gepard just moments ago. It might even kill this other Gepard if it stays in range. Unfortunately, it doesn't. And the VDV are being pushed up now in this forest, so I feel like that might be kind of a wrong call, for the time being at least, because yeah, he can easily get swarmed by the multiple AMXs which are swooping below the forest. But yeah, who knows? Who knows where this goes?
Those VDVs are gonna have to do a lot of lifting in this match. There's a whole
They
lot
will.
of stuff they have to kill. I mean, they're in a good position still because they have long-range rocket launchers, and those AMXs are very weak. I mean, heck, they
Yeah.
could even probably shoot down the Tiger if it flies over with just small arms.
They could, but they're not even. Oh, now they're on attack move. They were on
Yeah.
move command a second ago. He just needs to stop them there, but they need to kill the Gepard first because the Gepard might get the stun off. No, they're shooting their MG on the Tiger, and now
No.
the AMXs and the Gepard. Oh my god, they just get melted here. They pick off one more AMX, so that's still good for Hisagi. Buys him a bit of time to unload more Iglas? No, surely not.
He's just
I mean-
really concerned about a helicopter rush, you know, considering previous experience.
I'd be more concerned about the swarm of AMXs sitting outside your base,
Yeah.
but to each their own. Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
God.
what is this game?
Well, okay.
This
no,
is probably the funniest Private Purgatory match I've seen so far.
This is
And we've casted some ridiculous shit. Oh my god, Strela being spawned. You need more AA, I assume, for that
He needs
Celtic
more
missile one shot.
everything.
Yeah, there we go. He gets rid of both of those gazelles, so that's good. He's still in control of Alpha miraculously. Oh, the Skrejet's killed the Tiger. Those things are not to be underestimated. You'd think a 15-point thing couldn't do much to you, but they are really, really strong. So, especially in a 3-stack like that.
Yeah, I mean, his Scowl, even though he's done terribly in that opener, he's holding on to Alpha at least. He hasn't completely capitulated. And Bumbaclot is really trying to hit against this almost like rule of defense in Alpha, even though it's barely any units.
Yeah,
And it's slowing him down because he's just been putting all his forces here rather than. Where he doesn't need CV advantage, he already has a very good point lead already. But still,
exactly.
His momentum is slowly being reined over the course of this match.
Yeah, it is Bumbaclot's game to lose, but in Wargame, a typical mistake, especially for rookies, is over-advancing and then leaving yourself vulnerable to a counterattack.
Yeah.
However, I doubt that the concept of counterattacking is really relevant for this particular match, considering can you just zoom out and appreciate the map for at least a second or two?
Yep.
How often do you see this situation in a Wargame match?
Not often. Not often.
No.
I mean, there's barely any units on the field from both
No,
sides, really.
exactly. The only skirmish happening is for this Alpha Forest in town, and
Yeah.
there's another 2 stack of VDV, so that's a really good call there by Hisagi. He should just hold this town for the time being. Just trying to clean up these AMXs, maybe buy some Zalos or some BMP 685s to thin this out, because there's really not that many heavy units here. There's AMX 10s and 13s basically, and that's about it.
Yeah, Bumbarush really just getting that light
There we go.
armor.
Here's a cluster bomber coming out on the field, but the Crotal and Gepard make short work of that. And this cluster bomber does nothing.
Nothing. Wow, that's really pathetic. He really needed to get those AMXs. But
Exactly, yes.
yeah.
Gazelle Cannon being sent into Charlie might kill the BMD, but the BMD can't defend itself. That's the very positive thing about this CV, is it has 2 front and side armor, can swim, is very fast at 80 off-road speed, but it also has a pretty good autocannon. So I really love the BMD 2K. It's a very underrated CV, but I do see plenty more players putting it in their Soviet decks now. So it's always good to see those units that used to kind of be in the background all these years, they suddenly come out and start to shine.
Yeah, and more importantly, the BMD2 is much cuter looking than the BMP2. Just putting that out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a shibby BMP.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hisagi not in a good spot, and I'm surprised that he's the second lieutenant of the match. Looking at the field, I would assume Bumbaclot would be, but that, yeah.
Yeah,
what makes this game special.
Honestly, at this point of how the players are playing, they might as well just be playing on death row.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's a shame it's not in the rank rotation. Might actually give us some even
it's such
funnier.
A balanced and fun map, yo. I don't want to have to think about flanks or maneuvers. I just want to fight over a single point with a bunch of heavy tanks and artillery. It's like a standard match of Steel Division.
Pretty much. These robots are doing a good job actually with those missiles. They killed 2 AMXs so far. The VDV are being pushed up, but they were low on health, so 1 squad did go down. And Bumbaclot is kind of losing initiative slowly. He is buying some more reinforcements. VAB T20s are going towards Alpha. But he's hit a brick wall, and he's not sure how to end this game.
Yes.
But all he has to do is either swarm Alpha with all you have, try and end it soon, or just stall it out. Get a CV for Bravo, get a CV for Echo Foxtrot, defend those positions, and then force Hisagi to come to you.
Yeah. I feel like what's also screwed over Bumbaclot is that he mainly focused on getting light armor, and Soviet Airborne can actually fight light armor pretty well with their own light armor. I feel like if he upgunned to a super heavy tank, he would be having a much stronger position at Alpha, because in terms of ground game, Soviet Airborne would have a harder time knocking it out compared to
absolutely.
KMXs.
He would only have to worry about KA-50s and MI-28s at that point.
Which are all
and maybe
dead.
the VP. Yeah, which are all dead. And he has Crotals. He's got 2 Crotals and a Gepard. So you're right. Maybe he doesn't even need a super heavy. Like a medium tank, if he has an 80-point tank in his deck, is enough to deal with everything here. These BMPs, they can't do anything to it because they only have 1900 range.
Yeah.
And your average medium tank is 2200. So it outranges it by 2 increments.
Oh.
And he just danced around all day. But he's just buying more AMX 10s, which, as you said, is a wrong call here. Can easily fight with the BMPs.
Yeah, the base rush stream is gone, Bumbaclot. You have to play like a proper match now and try to hold your position.
Yeah, but he is making a very good move here at the bottom of Alpha. He's sending his VABs there and the Rima squads to deal with these AA pieces. Hisagi kind of over-investing in AA, I feel like. He's got 2 Strelas on the field. He's got more Iglas and Skrezhets. He's not really even worried about the rest of the map, it looks like. But so far, neither is Bumbaclot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Bumbarush actually moving into Bravo. We're going to be knocking out the Spetsnaz Gru finally. I think he might lose his lap. No, I think it's just going to be just enough. And there we
Yeah,
go.
it was stunned, so that was lucky. He was forced out of this forest though, so at least Hisage has more breathing room around his spawn now,
Yeah,
and
which
maybe some more focus can be put into the other side of the map now. But
yeah.
it's not over yet. We have the second wave of AMXs rolling down from Gulf. So maybe round 2 will work out better for Bombaclot here.
Oh no, for the BMPs being brought in, they're definitely going to be a pretty good match. And they're going to be in a defensive position, it seems, as AMXs do rush through.
Well, the AMXs outrange the BMPs by 1 increment.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's a good point.
yeah, they do. However, if the AMXs get close enough, then the BMPs might outclass them because the BMP has 5 front armor while the AMX only has 3.
Yeah.
So in an even engagement, I feel like the BMP might win because yeah, the BMP has 10 rate a minute as well, so it might even get more shots off, but not when they're panicked, of course.
No.
They're just useless. And they're even more useless when they're all dead to a Leopard 1A4.
You know, I've never heard a truer statement.
Yeah, well, we're putting Sun Tzu to shame here with our knowledge and wisdom.
Indeed, we are. But yeah, I mean, I'm really quite surprised how well Hasegawa, if however you say it, is holding as well as he is. Like he's just, I mean, he's still doing pretty bad in terms of map positioning, but considering just the complete catastrophe of the first 2 minutes, like he doesn't deserve to be alive in this match at this point.
Absolutely not. I'm surprised this match has dragged on for 20 minutes already.
Yeah, like this is pretty
It should have
nuts.
been over 18 minutes ago. But I'm glad it wasn't because this is beautiful.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
look at
Soviet.
these 4 missiles going for that
Oof.
Leopard. Oh, there he goes.
Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, once again not like up armor into like a more heavier tank is really screwing over Mumba here. I mean, he's getting more Leopard 4s and AMX-10s, which is just terrible in this engagement, really.
Yeah, he lost everything he had in that second wave. I'm really surprised because
Yeah.
Hosagi defended with 2 HP VDV squad and 2 robots, which
Yeah.
is very surprising. Bumba is, however, making some incursions up in Charlie, but I feel like it's too slow. He's trying to find the CV with his Chasseurs and Gazelle, but it's not there.
Yeah, it's like
Looking at the wrong space, and again, he's doing the same mistake he did over and over again. But I guess that if at first you don't succeed, you might as well try the 5th time.
yeah, you know,
That's
it's
how the saying goes. I don't
yeah,
know.
it's like Battle of Exxon's River. I did like Trove of Yam. I mean, eventually it works, I guess.
True. You just hope your enemy runs out of ammunition, maybe.
Yeah, but actually looking at this, I feel like Hisago can actually like start getting momentum now. Now he's managed to, get a little bit out of Alpha. I mean, it's not a whole lot on Bravo here. It's pretty.
No, absolutely not.
It's only just
I mean,
cement air. It's just not
exactly.
scary unless you're an aircraft. Yeah, and it's very scary. But for ground units, not so much.
Exactly. If he can knock out those 3 AA pieces, then he can start to actually use more helicopters and planes even.
Yeah.
And
What he has
this
left.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the bread and butter of playing Airborne, and so far we've only seen Conquerors, robots, and VDV and BMPs. And the Squaresheads, they did a lot of work this game, actually.
Yeah.
Although that could be because he lost all of his helicopters in the first 2 minutes.
Yes.
I did forget about that small little factor.
Yeah. I think Hisagul is doing better playing Soviet Airborne as a ground deck rather than an airborne deck at this point.
Definitely.
You should probably try and stick with that sort of play.
Yeah. Although if you played Soviet Airborne, strangely enough, it plays a lot like a mechanized deck, which you wouldn't really believe at first glance, but once you play it and you realize how little money you have to invest in planes because everything is so expensive in the deck,
Yes.
you just start buying VDV and Zalos and BMPs to plug every gap in your front line before you can stabilize to buy those juicy planes.
And
But yeah, see, in the close engagement, the BMP against the AMX is kind of even, although the AMX does kill the BMP. But yeah, Hisagi in a decent position, defending at least. Bombaclaw just throwing units away for no gain at all.
No, he's not. He had such good momentum, like fantastic like opportunity to really hammer it home into alpha, but he just was barely could not make it in. Really, it's just a few units at any given time was securing alpha. Now he's wrestling in transports, which are getting sniped by ATGMs, and yeah,
Exactly. That one Conquer squad is elite.
yeah, oh yeah,
Kills
he's
so much.
done a fantastic bloody job. Yeah. No, I guess
Exactly.
with like Soviet Airborne, like you have very good infantry because the Concours can,
Yeah.
screen out any long range engagements on the ground. Yes, you don't have great armor, like pretty much none at all. But in close range fights, and especially if your enemy isn't bringing out heavy armor, you're fine.
Exactly. And you do get a veterancy um, benefit for Airborne, I believe, on your infantry.
Oh,
So
that's
that
really
makes your
good.
units a bit more accurate,
Yeah,
unless I'm wrong, but I do not think that I am.
I think you're
Um,
correct. It does give an
yeah,
accuracy bonus.
yeah. The Gazelle cannon in Charlie, however, was killed by the Igla, so the CV will continue on with its life, and by the time the Chasseurs reach it, it's going to be another 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, these leopards, they're just getting slaughtered. It's just not working out well for Bumbleclad here.
by rockets.
Yeah, by
Like
rockets of
by
all things.
rockets of all things. I mean, it's not too surprising, but still, you think I dignified death to an ATGM or a tank cannon.
Exactly. And now these robots can easily finish the job with the fagots. Although if they can only hit, because see the mistake that Hasagi's doing now is he's not telling his units to stop after they fire the missile. So as soon as the leopard goes slightly out of range, they'll move and
Yeah,
then they'll lose tracking. Will this one land a hit?
no,
Oh, close, but no cigar. And I'm surprised that Hisagi doesn't have an FOB in the deck because Soviet Airborne really benefits from having an FOB, so you can resupply your helos to send them back to the front line.
I think he was expecting the match to end in like 4 minutes with that rush.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't
but
think he needed the FOB.
probably that's a good point. Oh, the elite Conquerors died to the Rima.
Oh
That's
no.
unfortunate. But this other Conquerors is actually holding the other squad at bay because it's in the open.
Yeah, those two AK-74s really
True. Oh,
doing
but
a little bit of work.
This VAB might kill the Conquerors, but maybe the missile will reach before. He
No,
won't aim in time. Unfortunate.
what a shame. What a
Definitely a
shame.
shame.
But even though Hosagi is doing pretty well, he still needs to capture command zone, so he's nowhere near Echo right now. He lost his or he's nowhere near Bravo either, and there's a good chance that maybe eventually once the Chasseurs have looked through behind every single tree in Charlie, he might find a CV. But Bumbleclot, he just needs even though he's not doing great, he just needs to hold for 17 minutes. That's it. That's all he has to
Exactly. No,
do.
it's Bumbleclaw's game to lose. And he buys a CV for
Yeah.
Foxtrot finally. He just needs
Whew.
to tick. That's it.
Yeah.
And I love this triple Kratal purchase in Echo. Definitely what you need after losing
Yes.
two robots.
Just in case another helicopter rush happens, you gotta have all angles prepared, Firestarter. You never know. It could be
Yeah,
more KA-50s and 52s.
prepare all your angles by stacking all your A in one angle.
Yeah, and into the open, right into the range
Into
of
the
enemy
robot. He just
ATGMs.
gets it killed.
Uh,
And now there's an elite robot. Oh my god, this
uh,
game. This is the best Private Purgatory match I've ever seen,
I,
no joke.
I'm still just kind of dazed from what happened at the start.
Same,
I
same. My
don't.
face is still tingling
Yeah, it
because
hurts.
every muscle contracted so hard. I couldn't speak. Like legit, I couldn't say anything.
Yes. Yeah, that was just. But yeah,
Oh god.
uh, I don't even know at this point. I mean, Bumbleclot is just slowly gonna take the victory. It seems at this rate. I mean, he's bringing some recon up north, which I guess is also gonna help to scour the forest. Like looking
Yeah.
for Robin Hood and Sherwood Forest here.
It's funny that these chasseurs are trying to find the CV, but he actually should know where the CV is because the Igla is right there on top of it. It's
Yeah,
the second gazelle that's been killed by that Igla, so you
yeah.
would have. And there we go. He's finally moving the chasseurs towards that area. The VAB recon combo will definitely secure Charlie for Bumbleclad here. Really no response at all from Hasage. He's only been focusing on this one forest outside his spawn. And it's almost as if he thinks that he's got the upper hand in this game,
Yeah.
which is not the case.
No, not at all. Not at. Oh, it's a KA-52 that hasn't been shot down. What?
It's his trump card.
Yeah, it's
Gonna win the game right here.
what he's gonna do. He's gonna go all the way around the northern flank of the map and try to knock out the helicopter, the Gulf CV once again. No, he's just gonna play normally.
No, he's just gonna get sniped by the peace Rhine.
Yeah.
Most likely. It's coming in, and the VAB is also shooting it. It's already on half HP. Oh, the BMD was spotted by the peace Rhine.
Yeah.
Goes down.
A peace Rhine isn't
K-52?
very peaceful.
No, not at all. It's such
Very
a fraudulent
violent.
name. Yeah, very.
No.
A violent Rhine would be far
Yeah, I
more
think-
fitting.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty big river. I think you can easily die in it.
Don't mess with nature.
No. Or rivers.
Exactly. Oh man, but I think Bumbaclot is definitely has this in the bag. He's completely rolled Charlie now.
Yeah.
He's bought a CV for Foxtrot. He's at a confident +3 tick. Another violent Rhine being called out. This time probably to snipe the K-52 because it does have the AIM 9Ls. And
There
it
we go.
does kill it with the Vulcan. Igla lands a shot on it, however, not enough to kill it in one shot. And the Peace Rhine, goes down to the
Oh.
Yak. Oh, and we have a Spetsnaz by now. That's interesting. He will clear out the Rima, but I'm not sure what Hisagi can do from this position. Maybe his best bet would be to mass helos for a second healer rush, but with the amount of Krtals and Gepards, I'm not sure if that would work.
No, he's just kind of buggered. Like, he just lost so much momentum. Like, even with Bumbercott really having such a slow play of it, like, he just cannot really push back.
Yeah,
Too much
it's
ground he has to cover.
exactly. It's too late at this point. He needs to regain his 2-pointer first. But
Oh.
by the time he does that, Bumbaclot can take Bravo and Echo and just take it up another +2. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's too far behind at this point in the match, I think.
Yeah, it's just he's very buggered at this point here. I do like how Bumbercott has a bunch of like tanks just in the southern forest. I don't know why, but you never know. He might as well just have more tanks to cover all the way down to the edge of the map, just in case anything tries to sneak by. Just a line of tanks all holding hands. I don't know how a tank would hold hands. You can imagine that yourselves.
They could touch barrels.
That's true, but
That's oddly sexual.
it is a little bit sexual, you know. I think I'd have to like censor that, and Eugene would probably not be able to sell Wargame on the Steam store.
Yeah, that is. Although with all the garbage on Steam.
Oh,
nowadays,
that's true. It's like
I wouldn't be
it is
surprised.
pretty much like a. There's a lot of porn games on Steam. It's
It
really
is.
weird.
It is.
Yeah,
How things change.
yeah, it's really weird.
Oh, we have the Mi-28 being called out now for the worst possible position because there are 2 Krtals and a Gepard right there. But this is a 2A1. Why didn't he buy this 20 minutes ago? This could have ended the game 20 minutes ago, but no.
Nope.
It looks like
Yeah.
Hisagi threw in the towel finally.
So, what did we just watch?
I have no idea, man. I feel like I've entered a parallel dimension where nothing makes sense anymore.
I feel like
know.
I'm actually physically in a private purgatory.
We have transcended. We're no
Yes.
longer in the physical. We're in the metaphysical realm now. I don't even know what to say. Like, I love how the 3 or 4 minutes out of that commentary were no commentary at all.
No.
There's a complete lack of professionalism.
Yeah, we completely
I-
lost composure. We
Yeah.
formally apologize for our terrible lack of display in the early stages of this replay.
Absolutely.
We beg and hope for your forgiveness for any future endeavors, and we will strive to improve ourselves in the
Yeah,
future.
we appreciate your feedback and we'll hope to improve.
Yeah.
You know what the best part of that was?
Well,
After we tried to rebalance ourselves to finally be able to comment on what's happening, I was literally biting my tongue to prevent myself from bursting into laughter again.
yes.
Jesus Christ, that was the funniest thing I've seen all week.
Thank you very much for having me on this. This has been
Thank you
the
for
most fun I've had in cast in years, and I'm looking forward for this series to be revived because
we're gonna do this again
special.
for sure. For sure.
This is
I enjoyed
special.
casting with you a lot, and I feel like you made this episode 100 times better than if I had casted with someone else. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I knew you were the right one for this revival.
But yeah, I don't know what else we can really say about this match. So
Let's just wrap it up.
Yeah. Once again, please subscribe to Firestarter. He's the one who sets up all his private purgatory, and he's got lots more lovely content coming out in the future. Link to his channel will be in the description below. And yeah. So do you have anything to say, Firestarter, before we wrap this up?
Not really, just please submit your games, especially if they're on this level. We'd love to see it, and we know that you also love to see it, and it's a mutual benefit, so keep them coming.
Yep, and with that, thank you very much for tuning in. And as usual, please just take it easy.